How to with the Brotherhood of Steel.
Does anyone know?
Chose the Brotherhood. And I also have Piper as my lover too.
Hey.
Where to?
Hey.
Dude, are you sure it's only
You hungry? These
Chrono.
always keep me going.
Yeah, it is. It's single player.
Is everything all right between us?
Fuck.
Honestly, I feel a bit guilty. Why should I get so lucky when so many folks have it so hard? But other than that, I'm great.
Oh, nothing.
Sure.
Dude, how is this bell invincible? What the fuck? These dumbasses fucking 3 gens.
Hi.
State your purpose, stranger. You walk on Atom's hallowed ground.
I'm looking for some bombs. Nuclear bombs.
You trivialize that which resides here. This place is holy. The children of Atom have sworn to guard this place until the time of the Great Divide. None shall enter.
Trust me, I'm on your side here. I want to help you out.
Atom has no need of help from non-believers. When he returns, that is why they must be safeguarded.
Just say whatever you have to get us out of here.
I want to spread his, glory. Look, the bombs will get used, okay? Isn't that what you want?
Perhaps then I have misjudged you. If you would see these relics used, then Atom's will is done. Take this, and prepare to enter his inner sanctum. Follow the brilliance of the glow, and it shall lead you to the relics. May Atom's radiance warm your soul.
Nice.
Deftly done. Lovely night. Hey. They destroyed the world and still had all this left over?
I remembered I just had my hazmat suit on. It's crazy.
Undecided by Ella Fitzgerald. I know the feeling, Ella. so there's some big news, and this time it's pretty reliable. People are talking about a big gunfight in the city, like really big.
Oh, we really have to
So
get
this
up.
this happened at the Mass Fusion Tower, you know, downtown. The Brotherhood of Steel was definitely there doing the shooting, and it sounds like they were fighting against the Institute, which is like, I mean, wow. I don't know who won. I mean, I don't think anyone knows. I wouldn't want to, you know, guess about that. So I don't know what to expect now. Does this mean it's like war? War between the Brotherhood and the... Because that would be like really bad. I don't know. I hope that it turns out okay.
Where'd they go?
This is Civilization by Danny Kaye. Right.
Places like this are why I try to avoid drinking water.
Nah, I didn't finish the game. I'm almost finished.
Hey. I can carry something if you need me to.
People of the Commonwealth. For years now, you have suspected that the Institute still exists, that we are among you. It is true, but it is not the whole truth. We are here, and we are the future. Our superior technology represents the best hope for the Commonwealth. Today, we activate our nuclear reactor, ensuring that we will persevere long after the world above ground has ceased to exist. Ensuring that mankind has a
Proctor Ingram?
future.
Looks like the Mark
We
28s
have
are going
no
to do the trick.
desire to
That was a good
interfere
find.
in the
I'll work with your team to
unimportant
ensure that
details
Prime's
of
bombs
your
remain
daily
stable
lives.
after they're loaded into his pack.
We simply
It won't be too
insist
much of a problem.
that you do
Well,
not
Dr. Lee,
interfere
I
with
have to
the
admit,
Institute's
we couldn't have done this
operations.
without you.
To do so
It's a
would
little early
result
to
in
begin
dire
celebrating, Proctor Ingram.
consequences.
We haven't fully thrown the
You may
switch on
rest
Liberty
easy.
Prime, and I'm just
Know
hoping all
that
the work I've
future
done to
is
keep
in
his system
safe
stable
hands,
are
that
gonna hold.
mankind will thrive under our guidance.
There's only one way to find out.
Absolutely. Proctor, all the readouts look green. I think it's time for you to perform the power shunt.
Actually, I think I'm going to let you press the button. After all, without your help, we'd still be staring at a pile of disassembled parts.
It would be better if a trained technician performed that task, but I suppose you deserve to be the one to do it.
The Brotherhood seems to rely real heavily on their chain of command. Wonder how long the links hold.
Our vertebrates should give us the air superior.
Attention. This is a notice to all personnel. Please think of your brothers and sisters down below. Thoroughly secure all gear while on the flight deck. Thank you. Salisbury steak is mine.
Whole lot
Looks
of
like
shit.
Liberty Prime's coming along.
Whole lot of it.
Can't wait to see him smash
That
the
was
Institute.
big Maybell.
Liberty Prime, back online.
Alright, let's run a basic diagnostic on him.
Diagnostic command accepted.
So this this happened at the mass
Needs to
fusion
adjust
tower
to his new
downtown.
configuration.
The Brotherhood
Voice
still
module.
doing the shooting, and it sounds like they were fighting against the Institute, which is like, I mean, wow. I don't know who won. I mean, I don't think anyone knows. I wouldn't want to, guess about that. So I don't know what to what to expect now.
Online. Audio functionality test. Initialized. Designation. Liberty Prime. Mark II. Mission. The liberation of Anchorage, Alaska.
I don't know.
Primary targets. Any and all red Chinese invaders.
Now let me run a system analysis and a battle readiness check.
Liberty Prime. Full system analysis. All systems. Warning. Nuclear weapon payload depleted. Reload required. Warning. Power core offline. Running on external power only. Core restart recommended. Ability to repel red Chinese invaders compromised.
Got green lights across the board here. Looking good from where I'm sitting. Doctor, if you wouldn't mind keeping an eye on the big guy here, I'd appreciate it. Well, I have to admit, I wasn't sure we'd be able to pull it off, but Liberty Prime's looking pretty good.
With him on our side, I don't see how the Institute even stands a chance.
I couldn't agree with you more. Before you head off to your next assignment, I have something for you. I came up with this little beauty myself. I think it'll add a bit more punch to your power armor.
It'll do, I suppose.
Well, that's gratitude for you. Anyway, that's enough of that. You better hightail it up to the Pridwin. Elder Maxson said he needed to speak to you as soon as you were done here. And thank you, Knight. Without you, none of this would have been possible.
You're reconnoitering the Institute. Elder Maxson?
Is there anything you wish to tell me, Knight?
Not at all. I have nothing to hide.
I find that very hard to believe. Proctor Quinlan completed the decryption of the data you retrieved from the Institute. A portion of his findings included a list of synths that went missing or escaped from their underground facility. After careful analysis of the information, we've discovered something unprecedented. Paladin Dance is a perfect match for one of the synths on that list.
That's impossible.
I'm afraid not. The evidence is quite damning. The data you brought back included a record of each subject's DNA. We keep the same information on file for all of our soldiers. Paladin Dance's DNA is a perfect match for a synth they called M797. To make matters worse, he's gone AWOL. Disappeared without a trace. His sudden absence simply reinforces our conclusion that M797 and Paladin Dance are one and the same. I'm finding it difficult to believe that he never confided in you, and then swore you to secrecy.
You have to believe me. He never told me he was
was a synth.
Apparently, I've misjudged you, which means I've decided to take you at your word. However, that doesn't absolve you of your duty. Dance is a synth. He represents everything we hate, a monstrosity of technology. Our mission in the Commonwealth is clear. The Institute and its creations need to be destroyed in order to preserve our future, which leaves me facing the most difficult order I've ever given. I'm ordering you to hunt down Dance and execute him.
I won't do it. Dance deserves a chance to explain himself.
The man didn't do anything wrong.
You will do it. This is not up for judgment or debate. I'm giving you a direct order, Knight, and I expect you to follow it without question. Listen, I'm not blind to the fact that Dance was your mentor, and this isn't an easy burden to bear. But if we're to remain strong, we can't afford to make exceptions. Even when it means executing one of our own. Find Proctor Quinlan. He's been analyzing the data and should be able to provide you with a starting point. And Knight, there's a promotion for you riding on the results of these orders. So don't disappoint me. You're dismissed.
Internal monitoring active. Looks quite...
Attention! This is a reminder. All recovered technology must be presented immediately to Proctor Quinlan for evaluation. Anyone found in possession of undocumented technologies will be subject to inquiry and punishment.
I was told you were coming. Sorry about this business with Dance.
He'll be missed.
Doubtful. I wouldn't miss a synth any sooner than I'd miss a transistor radio. I was merely sorry that you'd been duped. No matter. I've been poring over Dance's duty reports, and unfortunately, I haven't found any concrete information. As you're well aware, Dance had intimate knowledge of the Commonwealth, and I'm afraid he could be seeking refuge anywhere. I think our best approach would be to identify every location he's ever visited and eliminate them as possibilities one by one. You may want to get comfortable. This could take quite a bit of... I assume you're out...
So he sets Dance up, and then you knock him down. Is that it?
I don't like your tone, Halen.
My tone. Who cares about protocol at a time like this? I can't believe that after everything Paladin Dance did for you, you're just gonna turn your back on him like this. There's obviously been a mistake, and we need to get to the bottom of it.
Scribe Halen! You're addressing a senior officer, and you will show him the respect that he's due. Or so help me, I'll have you brought up on charges. Now, unless you're here with information that can assist us, I suggest you return to the police station immediately.
Of course. My apologies, Proctor. I believe I have some information that's relevant to the search.
Very well then. Would you care to enlighten us? Or do we have to wait until you decide to grace us with your knowledge?
Knight, if you'd accompany me to the flight deck, I'd like to show you the information I've compiled firsthand. I've stored the data on my Vertibird gunship's computer.
At this point, I'll take all the help I can get.
Very good, sir.
Proceed, Knight. I'll continue doing my research here.
If you'll follow me, sir.
Smith, everybody. Ray.
Scribe Halen?
This way.
So there's some big news, and this time it's pretty reliable. People are talking about a big gunfight in the city, like really big. So this happened at the Mass Fusion Tower, you know, downtown. The Brotherhood of Steel was definitely there doing the shooting, and it sounds like they were fighting against the Institute, which is like, I mean, wow. I don't know who won. I mean, I don't think anyone knows. I wouldn't want to, you know, guess about that. So I don't know what to expect now. Does it mean it's like war? A war between the Brotherhood and the Institute? Because that would be like, whoa. That would be really
Do you
bad.
actually plan on killing Paladin
I guess
Dance?
we just, I don't know. Hope that it turns out okay.
I haven't decided yet.
Well, before you do, I need you to listen to what I have to say. I've known Paladin Dance ever since I was an initiate. He trained me, showed me the ropes, and when I screwed up, he taught me to dust myself off and move on. He's earned my admiration, my respect, and my friendship. I don't care what Quinlan's report says. I don't care if he's a machine or not. He's still Dance.
That's a bold statement.
It's more than just a statement. It's a plea. Dance is the most selfless person I've ever met. I've watched him risk his own life based on nothing more than principle alone. That's why I'm asking you. Not just as a member of the Brotherhood, but as a human being. Give him a chance. Let him tell his side of the story. If you're not convinced by what he says, or somehow he's become truly lost to us, then you do what you have to do.
What we have to do is not follow orders given to us by a lunatic.
All right, I'll hear him out.
That's all that I ask. I'll just have to trust that when the time comes, you'll do the right thing. Before the Pribwin showed up, Dance had me identify a fallback point if we ever lost the police station. It was Listening Post Bravo, an old pre-war U.S. military outpost on the northern frontier of the Commonwealth. It's isolated, and we're the only ones that knew about it. Just be careful.
I heard that Elder Maxon got that scar on his... Watch your step, sir.
Going to waste otherwise. Inside.
Going down. Commencing.
I'm not surprised Maxon sent you. He never liked to do the dirty work himself.
I wish you would have told me the truth, Dance.
I might have, if I'd known what I was. Until Quinlan got that list decoded, I thought synths were the enemy. I never expected to hear that I was one of them. If it wasn't for Halen, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. So, what are your orders? Does Maxon even want me alive?
No. But I'm hoping there's a way out.
Don't be ridiculous. Look, I'm not blind to the fact that this must be difficult for you. I wish Maxon had sent someone else, but that doesn't change a thing. I'm a synth, which means you're not only betraying Maxon, you're betraying the Brotherhood of Steel and everything it stands for. Synths can't be trusted. Machines were never meant to make their own decisions. They need to be controlled. Technology that's run amok is what brought the entire world to its knees, and humanity to the brink of extinction. I need to be the example, not the exception.
The empathy that you're showing me, it's a human emotion.
I appreciate what you're trying to do, but I've made my decision. I'm ready to accept the consequences of my true identity. Maxon's ordered you to execute me, and I'll be damned if I'm going to stand in your way.
Is there any way out of this?
We both know that this is the right thing to do. If you refuse to follow Maxon's orders, you're undermining everything the Brotherhood stands for. I can't allow that to happen on my account.
No. I won't do it, Dance.
I can't believe you'd risk your life just to keep me alive. Why would you do that for me?
I sometimes do. About a lot of things.
What do you mean, risk my life?
If Maxon learns that you've disobeyed a direct order to save the life of a synth, he'd have you executed. Why would you risk that for me?
There's this thing I heard about. I'm not even really sure what to say. There are.
I've already lost my family. I don't want to lose my friend.
You're right. How could I have been so blind?
Out there in the Commonwealth.
I should consider how my death might affect the people that care about me. People like you and Halen.
Not for sure.
Perhaps now that you've opened my eyes, I can consider my next
Well, I
move.
mean, it's just people talking. You know, it doesn't make it true.
Whatever you decide to do, I've got your back.
Thank you, my friend. But I have my own path to follow. The only clear choice is for me to leave the Commonwealth. The sooner I make for the border, the sooner I put this behind me. Take my holotags. Use them to prove that your mission was a success, or Maxon will just send someone else to hunt me down. Now, come on. Let's get the hell out of here.
Saw this? You better believe it. You know, I'd run the other way.
That's in better shape than I expected.
Orange-colored skies by Nat King Cole. You love this one, right? It's a real classic. Sure.
Hey.
Going up. Ground floor.
How dare you betray the Brotherhood?
It's not his fault. It's mine.
I'll deal with you in a moment. Knight, why has this thing not been destroyed?
He's not a thing. He's one of your best men.
Have you taken leave of your senses? Dance isn't a man. It's a machine. An automaton created by the Institute. It wasn't born from the womb of a loving mother. It was grown within the cold confines of a laboratory. Flesh is flesh. Machine is machine. The two were never meant to intertwine. By attempting to play God, the Institute has taken the sanctity of human life and corrupted it beyond measure.
After all I've done for the Brotherhood, all the blood I've spilled in our name, how can you say that about me?
You're the physical embodiment of what we hate most. Technology that's gone too far. Look around you, Dance. Look at the scorched earth and the bones that litter the wasteland. Millions, perhaps even billions, died because science outpaced man's restraint. They called it a new frontier and pushing the envelope, completely disregarding the repercussions. Can't you see the same thing is happening again? You're a single bomb in an arsenal of thousands, preparing to lay waste to what's left of mankind.
You're comparing Dance to a nuclear bomb?
This machine might not be a bomb, but its goal is exactly the same. Place it where you want the damage done, and when you least expect it, it delivers a lethal blow without warning and without mercy. A precision strike delivered right at the heart of the enemy. How can you trust the word of a machine that thinks it's alive? A machine that's had its mind... Those ethics that it's striving to champion aren't even its own. They were artificially inserted in an attempt to have it blend into society.
It's true. I was built within the confines of a laboratory, and some of my memories aren't my own. But when I saw my brothers dying at my feet, I felt sorrow. When I defeated an enemy of the Brotherhood, I felt pride. And when I heard your speech about saving the Commonwealth, I felt hope. Don't you understand? I thought I was human, Arthur. From the moment I was taken in by the Brotherhood, I've done absolutely nothing to betray your trust, and I never will.
It's too late for that now. The Institute has foolishly chosen to grant you life. You simply should not exist. I don't intend to debate this any longer. My orders stand.
It's all right. We did our best. You convinced me that I was wrong to be ashamed of my true identity, and I thank you for it. Whatever you decide, know that I'm going to my grave with no anger and no regrets.
Touching. Either you execute Dance, or I will, Knight. The choice is yours.
After all the sacrifices I've made, and all the battles I've fought for the Brotherhood, you need to listen to me. You owe me that much.
Very well. I'm listening.
Is it too late to change my mind?
Of course not, Knight. I realize this is difficult for you. So I'm willing to forgive your previous insubordination. Now either you execute Dance, or I will.
Please. He deserves to live.
That time has already passed. Make your choice.
If he dies, what happens to me?
Given the circumstances, I'd be willing to overlook this lapse in judgment. The fact that Dance's true nature was hidden from you isn't your fault. Now make your decision, or I will.
For the good of the Brotherhood, he needs to die. But I won't pull the trigger myself.
I'm disappointed in you, Knight. Stand aside.
Just make it quick.
Heard you gave those beauties in Fort Strong something to think about.
Ooh, someone's not interested in visitors.
Going down.
Ah, what were you hiding? I can carry something if you need me to.
Hey there.
I'm not surprised Maxon sent you.
I wish you would have told me.
I might have. Until Quinlan, I never if it wasn't. So,
No. But I'm hoping.
don't be ridiculous. Look, I'm not.
Uh-huh.
I wish Maxon had sent someone, but that doesn't change a thing. I'm a synth, which means I need to be destroyed. If you disobey, synths can't be trusted. Technology that's run amok is what brought the entire world to its knees, and humanity to the brink of extinction. I need to be the example.
Uh-huh. The empathy that you're showing.
I appreciate it.
Right.
I'm ready to...
Sure.
Maxon's...
No.
I can't believe you. Why would you do...
I've already lost my family.
You're right. I should... Perhaps now...
Uh-huh. Whatever you decide to do.
Thank you, my friend. The only clear... The sooner I make... Take my holodeck. Now, come on. Let's get the hell out of here.
Going up. Ground floor.
How dare you betray the Brotherhood?
It's not his fault.
Sure.
I'll deal with you in a moment. Knight, why has this thing not been destroyed?
He's not a thing.
Have you taken leave of your senses? Dance isn't a man. It wasn't born from the womb of a loving flesh. By attempting to...
After all I've...
You're the physical embodiment. Look around you, Dance. Millions. They called it a new... Can't you see this? You're a single...
Dance wants to save mankind, not destroy it.
You're as delusional as you are. How can you trust the word of a machine? Those ethics that it's striving to champion aren't even its own. They were artificially inserted in...
It's true. I was built within the confines of a laboratory. And some of my memories aren't my own. But when I saw and when I heard, don't you understand? From the moment
It's too late for them. The Institute. I don't intend. My orders.
It's all right. You convinced me. Whatever you decide.
Touching. Either you execute dance.
After all the sacrifices I've made and all the battles I've fought for the Brotherhood, you need to listen to me. You owe me that.
Very well. I'm listening.
Whether he's human or not, Dan saved the lives of countless Brotherhood soldiers. Now it's time you saved his.
You're a stubborn man. So, it appears we've arrived at an impasse. Allowing Dance to live undermines everything the Brotherhood stands for. Yet you insist that he remains alive, which leaves me with only a single alternative. Dance, as far as I'm concerned, you're dead. You were pursued and slain by this Brotherhood Knight, and your remains were incinerated. From this day forward, you are forbidden to set foot on the Pridwin, or speak to anyone from the Brotherhood of Steel. Should you choose to ignore me, know you'll be fired upon immediately. Do we understand each other?
I do. Thank you for believing in me, Arthur.
Don't mistake my mercy for acceptance. The only reason you're still alive is because of him. I'm returning to the Pridwin Knight. Take some time. Say your goodbyes. And then I expect to see you there. We still have the Institute to deal with.
I don't know who won. I mean, I don't think anyone knows. I wouldn't want to, guess about that.
It took a hell of a lot of guts
So I
to
don't know
stand up
what
to Maxim like that.
What to expect now. I mean, it's like...
At least we know he isn't chasing you anymore. If you stay here, you should be safe.
That's an excellent suggestion. I didn't plan on spending the rest of my days at this old listening post, but it will have to do. Besides, you're still gonna need my help, and I'll be damned if I'm gonna let you wander the Commonwealth alone. Now, you better get back to the Pridwin. In the meantime, I'll start making this bunker more livable. If you ever need me, I'll be right here.
Goodbye, Dan.
Farewell. I hope the next time we meet, it will be under happier circumstances.
This is the part of the job that I love.